Hi, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful day and enjoying the sunshine. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about all things supplements. This includes reasons why to even supplement in the first place, and then also talking about why not all supplements are created equal. So first and foremost, let's talk about what's the purpose of supplementation? Just as their name implies, supplements are designed to supplement the diet. They're not designed to replace an unhealthy diet. Diet will always be the foundation of everything, but supplements really help fill in the gap for what diet might be lacking. And then secondly, help get us from point A to point B faster, right? My specialty is chronic disease. So I am always trying to reverse any kind of chronic disease as much as possible. And supplementation is critical in this process. I'll give you an idea. Curcumin, for example, is the active ingredient in the spice turmeric. And there's a study that was shown, actually I should say first, it's a traditional anti-inflammatory. It's a very powerful anti-inflammatory. There was a study that showed in order to get the therapeutic dose of curcumin, which is around 400 milligrams, you would have to eat 7 pounds of the spice each day to meet that recommendation. So obviously that's never going to happen. And at the same time, especially when I'm working with other people, I'm not trying to draw out their healthcare process for years. We're trying to get from point A to point B as fast as possible, and supplements really help do that. So that's the biggest reason why I recommend supplements to many people, a lot of the people that I work with the goal, though, of being eventually we'll get to a very low maintenance dose and let the diet fill in the rest of the gap. Next, why not all supplements are created equal? So the supplement industry is largely unregulated. A lot of people don't know that. What that means is in a lot of the over-the-counter products that you buy, you essentially don't really know what you're getting. So there was a study that was done a few years ago, I think it was 2015, that pulled many different name brands and many different products within those brands off the shelf. They DNA tested the ingredients to see if what is in the bottle is actually what's on the label. And there was one product in particular. First of all, most products came back incongruent. So the label was claiming one thing, and then what was actually in the product was something different. One product that came back really stuck out in my mind, and that was ginseng, because in one of the brands, there wasn't even a traceable level of ginseng within the product. So who knows what was actually in it? That's concern number one. Secondly, the Journal of American Medical Association there's several different studies out there showing that in a lot of these products, they're not testing for safety. So there can be levels of pesticide residue, for example, or other kinds of contaminants that exceed the allowable limit. They even put out a disclaimer saying that physicians and healthcare practitioners should be very concerned if their clients are taking over-the-counter products. In some cases, it can actually make the condition worse. So this is why I only work with licensed supplement companies, supplement brands that are trusted. They undergo basically these brands are regulated like pharmaceuticals. So they undergo extensive testing, third-party analysis, both of raw materials and of the finished products. In some brands, they do clinical trials on their actual products, not just the ingredients, but on their actual products. And that allows them to make statements like, this product will do this, this, and this. You'll notice on every single over-the-counter supplement brand, there's always that FDA disclaimer that says that they can't state claims, and that's because they haven't undergone testing, whereas a lot of these licensed physician-only or healthcare practitioner-only brands do, because they're held to the level that pharmaceuticals are. So again, just to recap, purpose of supplementation is to help fill in the gap of what diet is lacking, help compensate for how much our environment has changed, our depleted soil and food, and basically increased levels of toxicity, help us get from point A to point B faster, especially when we're trying to address certain concerns, And then lastly, understanding that not all supplements are created equal. So just be aware, things that you buy over the counter, you don't necessarily know if what you're getting in the actual capsule is what's being claimed on the label. So I hope this was helpful. If anybody has any questions, feel free to email me directly and I'm happy to clarify. But otherwise, happy supplementing.